Officers throws her to the pavement head first. A short time later, she was taken to the ground a second time. The 34-year-old woman was then arrested and released. Jordan and her attorney say the move caused her serious injuries. LAPD says a use of force investigation has been launched. And you ask, we investigate. A warning tonight that'll make you think twice the next time you get a knock at the door. Complaints about door-to-door sales are up. They're way up. So what scams should you be looking out for? A knock at the door recently interrupted Gretchen Kennedy while she was working from home. When she opened it, she saw two young men on her front porch.
They said that they were selling magazines, and I said I wasn't interested, and I said that, I declined several times.
She finally caved in because they said it would help charter schools, but the magazine never arrived. When she complained, the company never responded.
It angers me that someone would pull the fundraising card.
Gretchen fell victim to one of the latest door-to-door sales scams out there.
They will normally try to pull at your heartstrings, pull at your purse string.
And an investigation revealed the number of complaints to the Better Business Bureau received about door-to-door salesmen have more than doubled in a year. In 2010, the BBB got 600 complaints. In 2011, that number more than doubled to 1,300, and it's up again for 2012. Complaints from consumers who say they never got what they paid for and were victims of aggressive sellers using high-pressure tactics.
They will use something like, using the safety of your family. Your home isn't safe.
Elliot Schuch knows that tactic. Unemployed in a bad economy, he took a job selling windows door-to-door. He says he quit after the first day. That's because he says the sales instructor suggested
go into the kids' rooms, and if the windows didn't open, to tell the people that their kids would die if they didn't buy these products.
So what are the newest door-to-door products racking up complaints? Security systems, produce and meats, cosmetics, cleaning supplies, photography sales, and magazines. We found the company Gretchen paid has an F rating with the BBB, more than 170 complaints.
I was angry that I was duped.
But the Better Business Bureau says if someone knocks on your door trying to sell you something, take their business card, research the company and its products. Tell them you'll call them back if you want to do business.
Don't feel as though you have to make that decision immediately.
Now, we did try to speak with representatives from the door-to-door sales side of this argument. One trade association, which represents some door-to-door sales companies, would not speak on camera, but another organization did not respond at all. And KMIR6 is dedicated to making the Coachella Valley a better place to live. Do you have a problem or a story idea you'd like us to look into? If so, email us at 6investigates@kmir6.com or call our newsroom at 760-340-1623. You ask, we investigate. All right, still to come on the KMIR6 News at 11. A strip club is offering college tuition assistance. We'll tell you how that's working out. And a juror takes a vacation to Mexico during jury deliberations. Finds herself facing the judge when she returns. Welcome back. The former Florida Neighborhood Watch volunteer accused of the fatal shooting of an unarmed teenager has been granted a new judge. An appeals court in Florida ruled that 28-year-old George Zimmerman, charged with second-degree murder in the shooting death of Trayvon Martin, should be granted a new judge. The three-judge panel voted 2-1 that Circuit Court Judge Kenneth Lester went too far when he wrote that Zimmerman is, quote, a manipulator. Zimmerman remains free on bail. He has pled not guilty to those charges. And Philadelphia police are searching for people involved in a shooting. Take a look at this surveillance video. You can see an SUV back up on the street. A man approaches the car but suddenly takes off running. Then someone gets out of the vehicle and fires several shots at him. Police heard the gunshots and found the victim nearby. He was grazed by a bullet. Now authorities are trying to figure out who was in that SUV. A runaway juror in Milwaukee returns from her Mexican getaway and heads straight to court, but this time she's facing the judge. 20-year-old Ivana Samardzic was in court 2 weeks ago as a juror, but she abandoned her spot as juror number 4 and went on her family trip to Cancun. Samardzic said English was her second language and she didn't understand how long that trial was going to take.
I didn't mean any disrespect to not come Thursday. It was planned like 6 months ago, and I work part-time. I really worked hard for that to save a lot of money.
The judge ordered her to pay $300. The judge also says if Samardzik had spoken earlier, she could have been an alternate juror instead. Well, a strip club in Canada is offering college tuition assistance in an effort to entice students into exotic dancing. Ottawa's recent changes to immigration rules for foreign workers are causing concerns for Leopard's Lounge and Broil in Windsor. They're fighting back by promoting they'll offer to pay tuition for women who are willing to become dancers.
Like for people who do it, it takes a lot of guts, I guess, so it's nice that they're going to pay for your school.
This is just supposed to be something to get on with your life, and if we can help them by going to school, or if they're already going to school and they want to start dancing and they want to take advantage of this incentive, well then why not?
Management says more than a dozen workers have left because their visas expired. Ads have since been placed in foreign language newspapers and on social media targeting potential students. Coming up, Christian Boros, take a look at that full lifestyle forecast. And imagine sitting behind the wheel and all of a sudden a snake pops out of a vent. It'd be like a movie, only in a car. Scary situation unfolded. We'll tell you about it next. And in tonight's Pacific Premier Bank stock market close, a day of gains on Wall Street, albeit small ones. The Dow up 4, NASDAQ up 4, the S&P up 1.